United. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. To promote and ensure a healthy environment, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, is set to step up advocacy and enforcement to tackle all forms of environmental pollution this year. Speaking at a media parley to review the activities of the agency in 2024 and its programs this year, the General Manager LASEPA, Babatunde Ajayi, noted that there will be improved response time from the agency while intensifying effort and regulations on waste oil management, smoking in public places by encouraging designated areas, noise pollution, chemical handling to reduce poisoning, among others. According to Ajayi, the agency will do everything within its ambit to make Lagos livable for every resident by ensuring they imbibe in the environmental culture and awareness.
The entire 2024 was filled with a lot of activity, ranging from our enforcement activity to advocacy to industrial awareness, so all of the engagements with different people across different sectors, from the hospitality industry all the way to the religious groups, to the industrial groups, and to many of our traders that do things that have relationships, or effects on the environment. We know that we have moved the needle a little, and what we strive to attain is to make sure that Lagos becomes a better place and it is more livable for you and I.
Ajayi urged Lagos residents to take advantage of LASEPA's new complaints management system and all its social media platforms to enhance public enlightenment. The LASEPA boss also added that the state government, through the agency, will sustain its enforcement on styrofoam ban. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, says over 14,000 people have benefited from its safeguarding and child protection online course, while explaining that the initiative serves as a preventive tool to help parents protect their children from various forms of abuse, including physical and sexual abuse, bullying, and more. The agency revealed that part of the tens of thousands who have benefited from the course include teachers, counselors, and first responders, among others. The agency notes that the course facilitated by seasoned experts in child safeguarding and protection covered crucial topics such as understanding child rights, bullying and peer violence, challenging behavior, positive discipline, and handling disclosures of abuse. It says participants were exposed to the socio-cultural factors influencing child protection in Nigeria. In a bid to ensure compliance by teachers and students in Education District 2, the Tutor General and Permanent Secretary Anike Adekoye, in the company of Education Directors in the district, has monitored the resumption of schools as stipulated in the Lagos State Schools calendar for the second term of the 2024-2025 academic session. According to Adekoye, the exercise was necessary to make sure that all hands were on deck to actualize the vision of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu as established in the Themes Plus agenda. She expressed satisfaction with the attendance at schools visited within the district, noting that teachers and students were fully in attendance and ready for businesses. The Tutor General and Permanent Secretary expressed profound gratitude to the Governor for his visionary leadership and commitment to the development of education in the state, while commending the Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Tolani Ali Balogun, for taking the lead in monitoring school resumption. The Ogun State Police Command has released the telephone numbers of its senior officers, area commanders, and divisional police officers across the state. In a post shared on X, the command said this is to improve communication and response time across the state. In a related development, the command also arrested 3 suspects for hacking into the WhatsApp account of the State's Criminal Investigation Department head, Deputy Commissioner of Police Bodi Ojajuni, and defrauding his family and friends of over 1.1 million naira. Commissioner of Police Larry Ogunlowo made this known while parading the suspect and others involved in various crimes at the command headquarters in Elewe and Abeokuta. Ogunlowo identified the suspects who were apprehended at their hideout in Edo State, noting that the trio allegedly hacked into Ogunjuni's WhatsApp account and sent messages to his contacts requesting urgent financial assistance. Now to the rest of the stories. The House of Representatives has begun the 2025 budget defense session with ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs. According to the chairman of the Committee on Appropriations, Abubakar Bichi, the harmonization report from the exercise will take place on Wednesday, January 22. Bichi, who made the announcement in an interview with journalists following the committee's inaugural meeting, said the committee is expected to lay its report in a special session set for January 31. The 2025 appropriation bill, which President Bola Tinubu presented to the National Assembly on December 18, 2024, amounts to 49.74 trillion naira. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, says the country is at moderate risk for human metapneumovirus HMPV. In a public health advisory, the agency states the federal government is closely monitoring the outbreak of the virus and is taking safety measures to strengthen the country's preparedness and response capacity. The NCDC says it's conducted a risk assessment for the HMPV in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health and partners such as the World Health Organization, WHO, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the UK Health Security Agency. He also says the NCDC is working to give Nigerians timely, accurate information and guidance to keep the Nigerian public informed and prepared. President Bola Tinubu has approved $20,000 foreign medical treatment, bulletproof SUVs and cooks, among other benefits, as a retirement package for service chiefs and generals. According to the harmonized terms and conditions of service for officers and enlisted personnel in the Nigerian Armed Forces, signed by President Tinubu on December 14, 2024, the Chief of Defense Staff and other service chiefs are entitled to a bulletproof SUV or its equivalent as a retirement package. The vehicle would be replaced every 4 years and maintained by the military. This is in addition to a Peugeot 508 or an equivalent vehicle as backup. The retired generals will also enjoy a range of other luxurious benefits, including domestic aids and residential guards upon retirement. In addition, they will be assigned a special assistant or personal assistant, 3 service drivers and a service orderly with escort provided as necessary by relevant military units. The federal government also approved 4 major generals and brigadier generals a Toyota Land Cruiser or equivalent, 15,000 annual medical treatment, domestic staff and residential guards. Colonels and their equivalent are to get a Toyota Corolla or its equivalent and free medical care within Nigeria. In foreign news, John Mahama has been sworn in for a second time as Ghana's president at a ceremony in the capital, Accra, pledging to overcome public discontent by boosting the economy and creating much-needed jobs. The 66-year-old Mahama, an opposition leader who won the December 7 presidential election by a wide margin to stage a political comeback in the West African nation, the world's number 2 cocoa producer. He replaces Nana Akufo-Addo, who steps down after serving 2 terms, continuing Ghana's democratic tradition in a region gripped elsewhere by military coup and jihadist insurgencies. Mahama, in a speech during the ceremony, said though the people are battered by economic crisis and hardships, there is hope in the horizon. Over 20 presidential and heads of state from around the world attended the rite in Accra's Independence Square, the scene of Ghanaian presidential inauguration since Kwame Nkrumah was sworn in over 60 decades ago. 6 decades ago. In sport now, Italian club Napoli has expressed anger with Victor Osimhen's decision to snub a move to Manchester United. United are reportedly keen on signing the Nigeria international this month following their difficult start to the season. Report says Osimhen is determined to spend the entire season at Turkish Super League champions Galatasaray. A breakup clause was inserted in his contract when he joined the Yellow and Reds on loan last September. Napoli were hoping to make 81 million euros from his sale this month and invest the money in their squad. The forward has informed Napoli director Giovanni Manna that he wanted to remain with Galatasaray until the end of the season. The 26-year-old's decision has infuriated President Aurelio De Laurentiis, who saw it as yet another example of Osimhen trying to make his situation difficult for Napoli. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, remember to always wear your seatbelt when driving. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration reconfigured 6 junction and roundabouts including Allen, Ikotun, Maryland, Lekki and Aja under Traffic Management Intervention Plan? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. To promote and ensure a healthy environment, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, is set to step up advocacy and enforcement to tackle all forms of environmental pollution this year. The House of Representatives has begun the 2025 budget defense session with ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs. We also told you that John Mahama has been sworn in for a second term as Ghana's president at a ceremony in the capital, Accra, pledging to overcome public discontent by boosting the economy and creating much-needed jobs. Finally, in sport, Italian club Napoli has expressed anger with Victor Osimhen's decision to snub a move to Manchester United. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluokoroku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.